warm welcome to the show. With Christmas just around the corner, we hope to bring you a bit of holiday cheer. Today we start off with a bird's eye view of a Christmas-draped Warsaw. The city has been transformed into a winter wonderland. Aisha Baci will show you around.
Behind me glows a beautiful winter wonderland at the heart of Warsaw. This is the first full-scale Christmas market organized in Plac Defilat at the foot of the Palace of Culture and Science.
Pierwszy raz jest tego typu jarmark.
It's the first time there is a market like this in Warsaw. Usually there were smaller ones, for example in the Old Town. I'm really impressed. I've been living in Warsaw for several years, and honestly, this is something that really gives a wow effect, especially the Ferris wheel.
Zwłaszcza diabelski młyn.
Warsaw finally has a Christmas market that could rival Europe's best, with room for more than 100 stands. And its location in the very heart of the city makes it easy for everyone to join the celebration.
I am living in Warsaw, and I think that for the first time Warsaw have a huge market with a lot of places, and I really like it. So many people.
And this is exactly what the city hoped for by choosing this location, turning a once ordinary urban square into a festive meeting point.
I think it's really nice that we can finally have something to be proud of when it comes to like Christmas events in Warsaw. So yeah, we are really happy about that.
But the market's biggest attraction, well, certainly the shiniest, might just be the Ferris wheel right behind me. And it's not just any wheel, it's the tallest one in Poland. So if you're trying to catch the holiday spirit, Warsaw might be the place for you. For TVP World, I'm Aisha Baci.
Coming back to Earth, the city has also just switched on its Christmas tree, along with thousands of lights and decorations. Karolina Szaplan reports.
It may not be a natural fir tree, but this 27-meter-tall Christmas tree towers over Warsaw's Old Town, standing in front of the royal castle. The annual switch-on drew crowds eager to see the official start of the city's holiday season. As in previous years, residents and visitors gathered to witness the moment the lights came on. For the third and final year, the season's displays take inspiration from decorations of 7 decades ago. Visitors can spot oversized versions of decorations once found on their grandparents' trees. The festive lights will stay on till the end of January 2026, offering plenty of opportunities to brighten those long winter evenings with a stroll through Warsaw. For TVP World, I'm Karolina Szaplan.
You may have noticed that there's a theme to all these decorations. The lights were inspired by everyday objects from 1950s and 60s. Maciej Jastrzębski explains.
Come on by the historic heart of Warsaw and witness a Christmas light display that illuminates Poland's past. What awaits is a walk through some of the most iconic examples of Polish mid-20th century design.
I really love those decorations, they are amazing.
Take this Type 366 armchair, for example. Minimalist and light, it was created by the young designer and composer Józef Chierowski in the 1950s and 60s, and went on to become the communist Poland's most iconic piece of furniture. This chair is a much sought-after example of mid-century modern. Now look at this scale sagging under the weight of tangerines. Though shop shelves often gaped with emptiness, at times fortune would smile on shoppers and it would have the color of a Cuban tangerine. That's because Poland and Cuba were both communist countries and enjoyed preferential trade exchange agreements.
We really like the atmosphere, plenty of lights and other attractions like this merry-go-round and the mermaid right behind me. The old town is also beautifully decorated.
The vintage beauty you see here is the queen of Polish roads. Manufactured from 1957 to 1972, it was called the Syrena, or mermaid in English. Don't let its innocent look fool you. The car actually competed in the Monte Carlo Rally.
I drove the car once. A friend of mine had one. It was more like something you'd keep in the garage than a car you'd actually drive around in. Still, a very enjoyable set of wheels.
I only dreamt of driving it.
It's December, and Warsaw is in the holiday spirit. But what would Christmas be without gifts? Back in the 50s and 60s, Santa would shower children with durable wooden blocks.
My mom once bought me like a full set of pink blocks. Those were my favorite.
Another frequent find under the Christmas tree, a wind-up top, which guaranteed 50s kids, but also their children, oodles of fun and a hands-on introduction to the world of physics.
In our times when we were little, it was definitely like the top of the top toy.
Interestingly, the top was a popular toy in other Slavic countries and former Soviet republics as well.
I'm originally from Ukraine. When I was 5 up to 8, I played such spinning top.
And last but not least, the beloved teddy bear, mass-produced in communist Poland by state-run cooperatives. The stuffed animal was the perfect gift for boys and girls alike, sparing parents plenty of headaches during the hectic Christmas period.
These toys that we had when we were younger were just better, and they were like timeless.
In modern-day Warsaw, these lights prove Poland isn't ashamed of its past.
Christmas and its lights have crept as far as a historic palatial complex located in the southern part of Poland's capital. The lights here are a bit different from the rest of the city. Let's look at how.
Long winter evenings can be beautiful. Let us take you on a walk. The palace in Wilanów was built in the late 17th century as the summer residence of King Jan III and his beloved wife, Maria. It is surrounded by a magnificent garden, which every winter turns into a beautiful spectacle of lights and music.
This is our 14th winter. The Garden of Lights in Wilanów was the first one in Europe and I think the third in the world. Here on the upper terrace, we have illuminations connected to King Jan's interest in astronomy and his friendship with astronomer Jan Hevelius, astrolabes, telescopes, globes.
Even the most skilled royal gardeners couldn't grow roses this big.
The roses are located where the rose garden had been for at least 200 years. We know it was already here in the 1720s, but no detailed description of the grounds has survived from the times of King Jan. Possibly it's an even older tradition.
The Royal Garden of Lights in Wilanów has been visited by nearly 3 million people so far. It will remain open until the end of February. For TVP World, Natalia Komarow.
Let's move from Warsaw to Krakow, where the famous nativity scenes are now on display. This unique folk art tradition from Krakow is recognized by UNESCO as part of the world's intangible cultural heritage.
They shimmer with golden foil, flicker with tiny lights, and echo the rooftops of Krakow's most beloved landmarks. These are szopki, handmade, fantasy-style nativity scenes that turn Krakow into a miniature magical city. Each December, the city hosts its legendary nativity scene competition, now in its 83rd year. Dozens of artists and families bring their creations to the main square, before parading them to the nearby Krzysztofory Palace, which houses the Museum of Krakow.
Around the Christmas scene rises a fantastical structure, built from reimagined elements of Krakow's architecture. The whole piece shimmers in the traditional colors of the Krakow folk costume: red, green, blue, gold, and silver, with many other shades in between. Alongside the biblical figures, visitors will also find characters drawn from the city's legends, blending sacred traditions with local heritage.
Accompanied by folk music and the midday bugle from St. Mary's Basilica, the event marks the start of Krakow's festive season and the continuation of a tradition dating back to the 19th century. From now through March, the best entries are on show at the Museum of Krakow, from the towering 3-meter-tall intricate constructions to delicate miniature scenes lovingly crafted by schoolchildren.
So my father made it, my grandfather and my grandfather also, and they also taught each other. Father taught his son, and etc. and etc. So my father was always saying, you have to make crib every year. That is very important, and it's tradition. It's for Poland, for Krakow.
Each szopka weaves Krakow's architectural heritage into a fantastical frame, blending church towers and city facades with elements of local lore, history, and traditional dress. And as tradition has it, thousands of visitors, residents, and travelers alike will make their December pilgrimage not to Bethlehem, but to the snow globe vision of Krakow, shaped with devotion for well over 100 years.
And with this, we wrap up our special episode. Thank you for watching and have a lovely holiday season.